Hello Libra, welcome to your reading with me, Cindy. So, this is the second time. And I guess I did this already with you. I did this, and I did your extended, and it's gone. It's gone forever, so all I can say, I guess the message was for me, because I don't know what the message was for. But I've been playing around with my camera, trying to fix the settings. I'm still kind of washed out. I'm still working on it. I don't know. So I changed one of the settings. I thought, well, let me see what happens if I do this. And it was changing, I think the format that the video can be read in. I thought it would still have high quality, but I don't know. Anyways, apparently it can't be read on my Mac computer. So it just doesn't exist. So I think that's why it's not there. Well, it's gone now. So here I am. And I've corrected it. And I was really silly. I thought to myself when I was making these changes yesterday, I thought, I'm going to do a tiny little recording just to make sure everything's... And I forgot to do that. I thought everything's fine. An hour later, after doing your YouTube and extended reading, everything was not fine. So... let's do this again. I'm still compelled to do the same type of reading that I did for you all on my own, which was, it's a working towards success spread. It's the actual spread that I use for the ancestral readings, but I'm not feeling like a lot of ancestral energy. I'm really feeling like the universe. It feels like big. It feels like big energy trying to come through to communicate with you. So I don't want to call it an ancestral reading, but it is the same spread that I use for that. But I also call it my working towards success spread. So we're going to start with an oracle card to get the overall energy. We're going to use tarot cards. So one of the things that happened when I was doing your reading by myself, in the extended, I was drawn to do my Muse Tarot deck, which I've had for a while, and I've really struggled with it. When I've seen other people use it, and I thought, oh, that deck is for me. That artwork is for me. I've been having so much trouble with it. I was drawn so intensely to use it for the extended, and it spoke to me so loudly and so clearly. I thought, this is it. So, out of all that, maybe that was the lesson. It was time to pick this deck up, and I'm going to use it here on YouTube for you, for your reading. There is an extended. If you're drawn to it, the link is at the top of the description. But yeah, let's get started. So we're going to start with, I'm going to start with a wild unknown animal oracle card, overall energy, and I'm going to go to energy oracle deck to do. Well, you know, I like it when the cards tell me, no, you're wrong. You got the bat. The bat is specifically the card that I have that symbolizes ancestral. So, I'll just shut up and let the cards talk. And I really feel like that's not necessarily your energy, but that is the message. Don't listen to Cindy and her jibber jabber. When she's talking about the cards, you listen to her. Alright. Overall energy of the reading. I know, I can shut up, Spirit, if I need to shut up. You tell me. Overall energy of the reading. For Libra. Second time around. Well, really it's the first time, because if no one else is going to see it, I can only assume the message was for me. Oh, the world. Powerful, powerful. Indecision. Where do you go? Door to spirit. Oh my God, it's so clear. So, okay, you've got the overall energy of your reading. Major endings, new beginnings. Going almost to a place unknown. Yeah, no. This is a new world where you're going. This is not like the world card in the tarot is the end of the major arcana storyline. So you've gone through all the shit and you've come to the end and now you're about to start again, which is usually like the Fool card, the Magician kind of energy. Is dude is standing on a pier, and to me it reminds me of the Hermit. So having done a lot of self-reflection, having gone through cycles and periods in your life, maybe most recently, that have put you through hermit mode, put you through a lot of self-reflection and self-knowing, connecting with your deeper self on a level you never had before. You are being guided. I'm telling you. Maybe you feel like you... So it's kind of funny because I didn't feel like there was ancestral energy for your reading. It just felt like big, like the universe. But that's kind of like what you're looking out on. So maybe because of this shift where you're going is so much bigger than where you've been, maybe it's hard to recognize that there is still ancestral energy around you. This card coming out after I said what I said, I cannot describe, I cannot express strongly enough how close your ancestors are to you right now. And when you see the two underlying cards from this deck, I didn't even look at what the other one was. There is no doubt this is an ancestral reading for you. I will admit when I'm wrong. I will. But I was reading the energy differently. It just feels so big, but it is for you. But maybe in a way because there's so much bigger energy coming towards you or where you're moving through that, you know, you're kind of like feeling your space. Almost like if you're walking through a dark tunnel and you've been feeling the sides of the wall, that's been guiding you, and all of a sudden the wall has gotten bigger. So there's nothing to feel like, where did it go? Where is it? It's sort of like that. So then you have, so the underlying, then it's reversed, is indecision. Which way do you go? What do you do? And then you have door to spirit. You'll be guided, don't worry. Don't worry, you'll be guided. If it feels like there's no obvious direction to go in at any point in time, like maybe there's a few weeks, I don't know. I thought I would know what to do, or just hang tight. I really feel like you'll be guided. You're being guided, don't worry. And I'm also hearing like that whole idea of kind of walking through a dark tunnel and the walls are closed and you can kind of feel it. You can feel the surface as it changes. You know, and that's sort of the guide. Like maybe there's even arrows, almost like braille, like imagining someone who's blind or visually impaired, and the braille along the wall is telling, and all of a sudden the walls have gotten bigger. Where did it go? Where's the guidance? It's there. You just keep one foot in front of the other, and you will find the edge of the wall again, and you will be directed. So you're indecisive, perhaps because you've come out into this opening and you can't feel the comfort of the walls anymore. The guidance doesn't feel as obvious to you, but it's there. The bottom is the butterfly, and then it's reversed. A rebirth, obviously with the world here. But boy, I really feel so strongly like your ancestors are around you now. Oh, they could not have come out more in my face, to tell you. So, let's go into the Muse Tarot. I'm a little nervous because I have had trouble connecting with it. But that also tells me that the fact that I did connect with it in the extended means that it's finally happening, and there's just a lot more to unpack that can be unpacked out of this deck. Maybe almost like going through the tunnel and now you're in the bigger space, and this is like things like this. It's time to unpack that now that you're here. Like going on a journey, you've had a guide. The guide gave you a whole bunch of things. Like a backpack. Imagine, if you will, you're going through life and your guide is telling you, okay, you're going to need all the things in this backpack. Don't use them until you see the symbol on there to represent it's time to open that. So maybe they're like in this backpack, there's little tiny packages. And in one package, it's a picture of sand dunes, and you're actually standing in the desert. So, okay, well that's what I'm supposed to use here now. So you open up the package, and oh look, we have a water bottle, you have suntan lotion, anything else that you might need to get you through the desert. And then there's some other packages too, and one has like a great big tree, or another one has a horse. And you know, you realize when you get to a field of horses. Oh, this is when I'm supposed to open this. This is when I'm supposed to use this. This is when it has a meaning for me. But maybe you've kind of peeked ahead. Maybe it wasn't time. Or you thought you knew it was time to open that package. Like, there's a reason about this deck for you. I really feel that very strongly. And all this is coming into my head for you about, like, why was I not using this deck up until now? I kind of felt like I was supposed to. So almost having that package. You're being guided to go through things. And these are the tools and materials that you will need to get you through these stages in your journey. And then you have a package and there's a drop of water on it. And you get to a well. And you think, oh, this is what I'm supposed to use here. So you open it up thinking, well, maybe it's something to refill the water bottle, like at the well. Or instructions on how to prime and pump the well. But you open it up and it's a life jacket and a blow up buoy, like a boat. Well, now what? I can't use this. It's just not making sense here. So, you know what I'm saying? But as you've gone further and you've gone into the big opening, like that wall, there's two scenarios coming through. So I hope you're sticking with me on this. I know I can get a lot coming through. But, so now you've approached the shoreline and there's the ocean, there's the water. And now it makes sense. Now is the time to put on the life preserver and pull the self-inflating, I don't know what it'd be, nodule for your little blow-up boat. Now it's time to go into, now it's time to use it. Now it's time, Libra. I know it's very special that I'm using it. I've not used it for anyone, not even myself. You never use it for me. It's time. So all that has to be said for a reason. I feel like you're going into a very new cycle in your life. And I sense that too, because I sense some anxious anxiety when I did the Virgo reading of, where's Libra? Aren't you going to do Libra? And didn't feel like forceful or nagging. It was almost like anxious. No, something I need to know. Well, here we are. Second time around. Okay, so we're going to look at the obstacle you are facing, how it's showing up in your life, hidden factors that you aren't aware of, and what can help you grow right now. Oh, interesting split. Oh my God. Obstacle that you are facing. Look at, she's standing in the desert with a little pool of water at the bottom. What do I just talk about? How crazy is that? Everything I just said has meaning in this reading. Wow, this reading's cool. Okay, it's better than the other one, for sure. Okay, I'm going to show you the cards and I'm going to tell you what's going on. Because there is so much to unpack in this artwork. Okay, the obstacle that you are facing is the Five of Inspiration. It's kind of like the Five of Swords. The message is like not even that. It's not even those. It is literally like knowing when you need to open what package, knowing when you need to utilize whatever it is that you have with you to move forward. That's what you're facing here. Am I going through that? Actually, no, now this looks like it's changed for me. Now it looks like an opening into the air. At first it looked like an opening into water. Thoughts and emotions becoming confusing. Thoughts and emotions becoming confusing. And understanding when is the right time to unpack one of these, to use them to move forward. She's got her eyes closed. And that's funny too, because a big part of the first reading that I did for you was going through what you've been going through, because the universe is pushing you to use your intuition on a level that you never would have without going through what you've been through. Like it was really almost like one of the last, almost getting to the end, and there's nothing left in the backpack. You've used all the stuff. Well, now what? What am I supposed to do here? There's nothing here. The guide didn't leave anything. Feeling like the ancestor is left. Well, now what? Your intuition. Your intuition. How is this showing up in your life? Ace of emotions, like the Ace of Cups. This feels like when you're actually realizing that there is nothing left in the backpack. There's nothing left to use to move yourself forward except for what's in you, what you have. And once you get past kind of the freaking out, oh my gosh, there's nothing left in the backpack. Well, now what do I do? Now I've come to, I want to say the jungle. I'm just using different environments, but because she is in the desert here. And there is this portal, like this portal in the ground to go through. But, well, there's no parachute. So how do I just, actually she's standing on it. So it's almost as if you've taken a leap of faith. But well, nothing happened. Well, shit. So how do I get through the portal? Now what do I do? There's no one telling me. I don't know what to do. I really feel like that's the obstacle that you're kind of facing here. Like, you've been going along. Things have been playing out. You know, you've been taking your leaps of faith and thinking, I don't know how it's going to work out over there. But and it ends up doing, like, it sort of ends up. And you've kind of gotten to a point in time here now where I'm not sure what I'm supposed to do, because there doesn't seem to be any tools or any indications about the next point here. That there's this portal, and I'm not sure about standing on it or going through it because there's no parachute. Okay, so I'm going to take a leap of faith and I'm going to jump. And I'm going to jump and nothing happened. I'm just standing on it. So how do I open it? How do I go through? It's almost being at the point where now I'm really ready to go do this, but I can't. I feel like I'm being blocked. So what do I do? It's your intuition. It's within you. This is the point where you're being pushed. It's almost like an escape room feeling, but you're doing it on your own. And now what do I do? There's nothing in this room. There's nothing left in the backpack. And then how this is showing up in your life. It could be emotional. You could be hitting emotional walls. You could be hitting emotion really high and low. You're diving into it because you're finding that you're the one that's going to get you through the portal. You're the one that's taking you into this next new big cycle. A hidden factor that you are unaware of is a Six of Inspiration. You're the star in your own show. You're the star in your own show. You just haven't realized it yet. You are the portal. That's what this is. You are the portal. And your spirit guides are there. They're just in a different position, like they're holding you. They're actually not even holding you up. They're allowing you to raise up and to feel this and see it and acknowledge it in yourself. When there's like no one around to help you show how to do it, or there's no indication of what you should do for a plan of action in whatever aspect of your life, it is hitting a wall on an emotional level here. Yeah, well, I mean, it would be like, it feels like victory, but not in such a simple sense. Because really, you're the only person who's getting you through this, but your guides are there. And it does feel like though there's a period of time where they're not. So maybe this message is about telling you that they're back now. Almost like you had to do something on your own. And you may have kind of feeling forgotten by your guides, or they've left you. But it was to push through an emotional wall. Only you could do it. So some sort of a karmic, I'm hearing like karmic growth. So what can help you grow right now? This is really funny. Is the Two of Voices. I don't know if it's coming. It reminds me so much of this indecision card. And on the other side of that is the Door to Spirit. There's two paths lead to one door. You're walking towards something that it feels like some sort of entanglement with another energy. Because her hair, there's two people. There's one main figure. There's one main figure here. But there's two people kind of entangled in this. And you're approaching. So you're approaching some sort of destined path. That came through in the first reading. It's funny how stuff will leak through again. You're approaching some sort of destined path. The first portal that you went through, you had to go through on your own. And it was some sort of an emotional... I mean, you were like hitting a wall. So I don't know, like... feeling despair at the deepest way that you can. Feeling joy at the highest point that you can. There's nowhere else to go here. And that's when you realize that you've exercised your emotions on all those levels. That you have a new beginning. And that's where your guides come back again. And here they are. But there's some sort of entanglement between you and someone else that you're approaching. But it's going to help you. It's going to help you grow. So, like, this reminds me of the indecision. Just allow yourself to be guided. Allow yourself to be guided, because the point where it's time to start moving again, you will have guidance. You will. That is coming through real strong. And then you have, at the bottom, you have the Emperor at the bottom, and it's all reversed. This feels like, to me, the second energy. There's two energies that are supposed to come through this portal, because it's almost as if the destined timing in this is two people to be entangled, coming from two different paths. So I want to say someone else who's also probably experiencing something that they have to go through on their own. They have to see themselves as the star of their own show. This is almost like the Truman Show. Have you ever wondered, like sometimes I wonder this, if everyone else in life, in the life that I'm experiencing, is not real. They're not real. And that they're all just playing out like a hologram, a program. But this also pertains to you. And then within your life, I am only playing out as a hologram, as a program. And so it's kind of realizing that you're the star of the show here. You're the star of the show. And the universe is so expansive that if there are trillions of souls spread out across the universe, they're yet all from one. We all come from one. Do we truly interact with each other? Or are we just like a program to others? I feel like there's something in that for you, like understanding the importance of being the star of your own show. And this life is your own show. And you come to that realization when there's no one else around. And you have to be the one to figure out how to move forward. Or you have to be the one that only you can rely on. There's something really strong about that. And then coming, so what is this entanglement? Like, this is what I want to start clarifying. Okay. I feel, I've taken this Emperor out. It feels like to me, Yeah, because look at the Emperor is standing alone. And all these other figures are very small. So this other person has also had to kind of see themselves completely outside of the box. Now, what I'm describing though, I mean, in anyone who has an unhealthy mindset or could be very, very manipulative, it would almost sound narcissistic. But it's not. Like, it's a real awareness of self. And part of the human experience is to be disconnected on some level from others. So really taking that lesson on a very high level here. Okay, the Two of Voices. What is this entanglement? What is this entanglement? The Hierophant. The Eight of Swords. Wow. Both trying to work through feeling trapped. Like, and that's what it feels like getting to the end and there's nothing left in the backpack. But now what do I do? What do I utilize? How do I do this? But with the Hierophant, this is a very, very high level spiritual connection. This entanglement. You're both entangled but in different places because one is coming along the path, the other is not there yet. The Emperor. So I feel like the Emperor is not there yet. The Emperor is, why is the Emperor? The Magician. The Magician, the Two of Swords, the Page of Swords, and the Six of Swords. Whoa, holy air energy. Like, maybe you're the Emperor. That would make sense because the Two of Swords, the indecision. Someone's waiting for you. What can help you grow right now? Someone's waiting for you in this entanglement. About to be entangled. They're not moving. They're not moving. They feel this deeper spiritual meaning in this. I feel like you're the Emperor. Underline the meaning for the reason. The reason for the reading. This is all swords. The Magician. Manifesting. The Two of Swords, but indecisive. Watching for when you're to go. And that's when the spirit guides pick up again. I'm feeling like though you're not going to receive your indication to move like you would have in the past because the wall has gotten bigger, the room has gotten bigger. So if the walls act as your guide, right? That was the analogy with that. And then you walk out into a bigger space. Where did they go? There's probably a different sense that needs to be utilized. It can no longer be touch. Perhaps it's smell, it's sound. It could be touch, but wind. Like there's something different. And you will know this. This is a really like out there reading. So who is this person that waits? Let's just ask that. Who is this person that waits? Almost like waits at the bridge. Who is this person that waits for Libra? These were all down. Holy cow. Wow. Okay, so those were all face down. This is the only one that came up face up, and it's the Four of Wands. It is a celebration. I feel like this is a really... Wow, with the Four of Wands and the Hierophant. They're waiting, they're not moving. This is a really strong connection, Libra. Really strong. This is almost like, whoever this person is, if it's not a romantic connection, like, it's a soul level connection that is an extremely deep and connected. Like I almost feel like you're coming to a point in time that was agreed to like lifetimes ago. Now, what's I don't know what order these were. I don't know that it really matters. The order of what came out with the Four of Wands, but was face down. The World, the Knight of Swords, the Ace of Cups, and the Knight of Wands. This is the world. That's where you're going. That's what's waiting for you here. With the Knight of Swords, like charging, and the Knight of Wands, these are the two fastest knights. But they bring, this person brings this Ace of Cups. It's a new beginning. Your world, your cycle. Ace of Emotions. I really feel like this person is there. I really feel like this person is there. How is it showing up in your life? You're like coming through in this. And they're waiting. Wow, this is so intriguing. But you've been through, so this is what I'm getting, like you've been through some difficult stuff. And honest to goodness, like you've had spirit guides, friends, people acting as angels, like showing up with information and support and help at just the right time, like sort of things like that. Taking some leaps of faith here. I don't know what the universe is doing to me, but I'm just going to go with it today and see what happens. Kind of been working out, but it's been really different. Like I feel like there's been a difficult journey here with the Five of Inspiration, and then going through all of that and getting to the end, like I finally done it. I did it. You open up the backpack and there's nothing there. Holy crap. Like, after everything, universe? After everything? Like, that's what that feels like. And having to somehow, on an emotional level, push through feelings, hardships that you've never pushed through before, to realize at the end of the day, it was really just all about you and your journey. Like to appreciate yourself for what you've been through. And then, yeah, then you come out like as the Emperor. But yet, it's almost like the echoes of the past still, because it's almost, I don't know, it just kind of reminds me of musical notes. Like the echoes of the past. So from the past still echoes around you somehow. You know, maybe if you've been coming through that tunnel and then you come out into the opening, the room, the larger room, you can still hear the echo from the hallway, the tighter passageway. But as you move, as you take those steps and you trust in yourself, watch for the sign and the signal and you will move. Allow yourself to be guided to move. Allow yourself to be guided to move. If it feels like you're at sort of a standstill, just allow yourself to be guided to move. Don't force anything. I feel like it's not a time to like force anything. I'm going to leave it there. I can't believe how much came out with those cards. Whew. Okay, King of Pentacles. Whoa, what happened there? King of Pentacles, Eight of Cups, and King of Cups is at the bottom. It really almost feels like walking away from material distractions to find a deeper level of emotion. Walking away from material distractions to find a deeper level of emotion. All right, I'm going to go do the extended. There is, I'm going to do the Journey of Love Oracle deck in there to get you a card of encouragement. And then we're going to find out what the universe is trying to guide you towards, why, what is the lesson in this, and next steps moving forward. If you don't go there, that's fine. Just when you're guided to move forward. And you're going to come onto this path. Thank you so much, Libra. Wow. I'm going to need a big lunch after this. Until next time, do be gentle with yourselves. Bye.